Oh, right. Yeah, this is another one from John's PayPal. Yeah, carrying on with the Genesis. Someone actually commented this as well. Do suppers ready. Um, I'm guessing this is the right one because the link that John sent didn't work. The person had made it private, the video private, or it was just unavailable, whatever. So I looked it up, and this is the only one I can find from 1973, and I'm pretty sure this is from the same gig because he had all that gear on, didn't he? And then by the end of the track, he was in the black with the white face. But also Peter Gabriel, yeah. And I actually didn't have to look his name up, believe it or not. You probably don't believe that, but I actually didn't. I went to, and as I was going to, it just popped in my head, and it's just the way in it. It happens as well when you're filming. Sometimes it's just like things just go from your brain, and your brain's like, "No, I'm not helping you." But Peter Gabriel, yeah. But yeah, Genesis, Supper's Ready, 1973. Hopefully, this is the right one. I think it is. Yeah, let's go. Come here.
Jerusalem boogie to us, perhaps, but to the birds it meant the supper was ready.
And go get your bed. Go on then. Go on then.
Walking across the sitting room, I turn the television off. Sitting beside you, I look into your eyes as the sound of motor cars fades in the nighttime. I swear I saw your face change. It didn't seem quite right. And it's hello, babe, with your guardian eyes so blue. Hey, my baby, don't you know our love is true? Coming closer with our eyes, distance falls around our bodies. Out in the garden, the moon seems very bright. 6 saintly shrouded men move across the lawn slowly. The 7th walks in front, with a cross held high in hand. And it's, hey babe, your supper's waiting for you. Hey my baby, don't you know our love is true? I've been so far from here, far from your warm arms. It's good to feel you again. It's been a long, long time.
wearing feelings on our faces while our faces took a rest. We walked across the fields to see the children of the West. We saw a host of dark-skinned warriors standing still below the ground. Today's a day to celebrate the foe have met their fate. The order for rejoicing and dancing has come from our Lord. Wandering in the chaos the battle has left, we climb up a mountain of human flesh to a plateau of green grass and green trees full of life. A young figure sits still by a pool. He's been stamped human bacon by some butchery tool. He is young. Social security took care of this lad. We watch in reverence as Narcissus is turned to a flower. A flower? Oh, now, to the fall. the surprise, everyone rises the bricks and the rocks. And the acoustical box. Yes! There's mom and dad, a good and bad. Everyone's happy to be here. There's Winston Churchill dressed in rag. He used to be a British flag. Plastic bag, what a drag. The frog was a prince. The prince was a brick was an egg, the egg was a bird. Haven't you heard? The happiest fish, a gorgeous geese, one weekly in the morning. We've got everything, we're growing everything. We've got some in, we've got some out. Got some wild things floating about. Everyone, we're changing everyone. You name them all, we've had them here. And the real stars are still to appear. All change, feel your body melt. Bump to bump, to bad, to bad. Dad to be happy, dad to be happy. You're out of the ball. Dad to dad, to nut, to nut. To be mushy, nut to be mushy. You're out of the ball. Let me hear you loud. And you say, yeah. Places. nights. Hello, babe, with your guardian eyes. Hey, my baby, don't you know our love is true? I've been so far from here, far from your loving arms. Now I'm back again. And baby, it's gonna work out fine. Can't you feel our souls ignite? Shedding ever-changing colors in the darkness of the fading night. Like the river joins the ocean as the drum in the sea goes. We're finally free to keep it whole. There's an angel standing in the sun. And he's crying with a loud voice. This is the supper of the mighty one. Lord of lords, King of kings, has returned to lead his children home, to take them to the new Jerusalem.
Good God. Good God. That was epic. Literally, I was thinking we might have found the first, other than maybe Opeth is another one, competitor with Rush. Jesus, that was. Do you know what? Because I was going to say Peter Gabriel. I mean, I was still going to say it. Peter Gabriel is unreal. Because I remember first watching some. I think the first thing we did with Peter Gabriel was a live solo. One thing to see how his performance has changed. Watching him perform live later on is actually it's a very relaxing experience. Whereas this was actually, and I'm very impressed of how he managed to switch into the white outfit. Which means he must have, when he had that diamond box thing on his head and the black robe, whilst he was singing, he must have been removing that layer. Peter Gabriel is a true original. But the fact of the matter is, this is what I was going to say. I was going to say about Peter Gabriel, but throw any member of this band and the same applies. Pick anything you want. Bass was fire. Bass was fire. Like, bass player, yeah. Phil Collins, and it made me think as well. It's kind of crazy because the world to me is a world where Phil Collins was already Phil Collins, if you know what I mean. So to kind of watch a world where Phil Collins at this point was just a drummer for Genesis, it's kind of crazy. They're flicking the camera to Phil Collins, and it's like crazy who he. And that's another thing I was thinking. The fact that you've got someone like Peter Gabriel, this is the thing with Peter Gabriel. He's got there's like before even the music, when it was the, and that's another thing, the guitar playing at the beginning, the guitar playing all the way through, but the beginning bit with the three of them sat there, that was just that was stunning. That was just stunning. But even before it dropped into the more rock, yeah, vibe of it, Peter Gabriel. The another thing with Peter Gabriel, even in his later stuff, he's not lazy with words. He uses a lot of words and a lot of different melodies and a lot of different parts. However, he remembers all that is beyond me because I mean, however he remembers it, however he wrote it is beyond me. But writing it is one thing, remembering it is a whole nother thing. Before, like, you probably had about half a book of words before it dropped into the rock part, like, and so many different melodies and yeah. But yeah, pick anything from this band. The drumming, unreal. The everyone. The synth keyboard guy, fire, absolute fire. All the guitar players, absolute fire. Like that beginning bit, like that was like a different level of guitar playing. That was crazy. And all right, it's maybe not as like rocky and but Jesus, to do what they was doing at the beginning, yeah. And then Peter Gabriel, and that's another thing. There's so much with Peter Gabriel that you actually forget that he's also singing amazingly. Like it takes him hitting massive, like hitting big notes for you to actually realize because there's so much going on that you don't even really, yeah. It does. It takes like when he bursts out a note, you're like, Jesus, the man's got a voice like, yeah, yeah. But the stage performance as well. Do you know? I was thinking because it's a very like again, but I suppose it's true of all them type of bands, the Zeppelins and Yes and um, Jethro Tull, and that there is this cold kind of oldie England vibe about them. Yeah. Where was I going with that? Can't remember. That's what I mean. There's so much in this to dissect. It's crazy. Oh, that's where I was saying the oldie English thing. I was thinking his stage performance actually like because when he was also I was thinking did Axl Rose take that leg thing from him? Because if you sped that up, that was another thing. Is that while they was doing that um beautiful guitar intro, he was doing that like almost like as if he was singing a rock and roll song, moving his legs to it. But I did think, did Axl Rose maybe it was a little Axl Rose. I was thinking, did Axl Rose maybe see that and think, if I just do a bit faster, a little bit, yeah, I'll have my own move. Definitely, Peter Gabriel's got to go on our quirky movers after this. But that's yeah, that's what I'm saying. Going back, that's what I mean. So much to talk about. But yeah, the old English thing. He reminded me a bit of like when he was dancing and whatever. It reminded me of a bit of a puppet show and a because I was thinking mime, but it wasn't mime. I was thinking more like a puppet, like it, like even that bit where he was doing the leg swaying bit at the beginning. It kind of looked like it looked like how someone moves a puppet, and it gave me the vibe of a Punch and Judy show, which is again very old English art form, I guess. The Punch and Judy, a dying art form, I think though. But yeah, yeah, he had that type of like movement. It was weird, and then the putting on of the flower was just hilarious. That's the other thing is it's so good, but it's also hilarious in moments. There was some hilarious moments in it. Yeah, well, like I say, there's too much to actually break down because you go into then like I like the little I don't know what you call it, like carnival type, like ding, 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 but it's not that. But like it just has that type of vibe. Yeah, when they was going like, yeah, this was fire. This was fire, and it's kind of crazy watching this now as well. It gives me even more respect for Phil Collins because he had some massive, massive shoes to fill. Like he wasn't just taking over, like, or he wasn't just replacing just any old singer performer. And not only that, he done a unbelievable job too. Like the Phil Collins and Genesis stuff we've done is absolute fire as well. But yeah, Peter Gabriel is just an original. He really is. Like I think that stood out even about his later stuff. But kind of all the way through. And even his later stuff has that thing where it's very lyrical. Like it's a lot. He's not yeah, like a lazy lyricist where he's like hanging on long notes and long drawing out words so that he don't have to write as much. Like his writing is unbelievable. And like I say, the fact that he can remember all that, and the fact that like all of them can remember all that is just insane, insane. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed this one. This was a banger. This was even probably better than the first one that John requested. Yeah, this was class. But yeah, that's the reaction. Sweet.